The State Department uses strong words to condemn the actions of the Chinese government regarding their actions in Hong Kong. One America's Christina Bobb has more from the White House.
1 year ago, on October 1st, 2019, Hong Kong protesters strongly resisted the law enforcement sent from Beijing to quell the protests in Hong Kong. October 1st, 2019 was one of the most violent days of protests in Hong Kong. Hong Kongers called the day a day of mourning and lamented the growing control Beijing is having over their freedom. This year, Beijing imposed security laws stating that due to the coronavirus, Hong Kongers could not assemble to protest Beijing's imposition of new restrictions with Hong Kong. Instead, there was a small ceremony flying both the Beijing and Hong Kong flag. Officials called it a day of celebration and recognized the peace in Hong Kong. Many Hong Kong residents resisted, saying the peace is simply an illusion because Beijing has cracked down and not allowed them the freedom to speak freely. The People's Republic of China denied many requests to assemble, citing coronavirus concerns. Despite the denials, many Hong Kongers continued to protest and were arrested. Over 80 individuals were arrested for protesting Beijing's presence in the region. State Department spokesperson Morgan Ortega issued a statement last night condemning the arrests. She said, "We are outraged at the Hong Kong government's arbitrary arrest of more than 80 people on October 1st. A stable and prosperous Hong Kong depends on honoring the rights of assembly, free speech, and other fundamental freedoms. By repressing peaceful public opinion, the Hong Kong government once again shows its complicity with Chinese Communist Party's evisceration of Hong Kong's autonomy and freedoms of its people. We deplore the local authorities' continued use of law enforcement for political purposes, which is contrary to the preservation of the rule of law and respect for human rights, including the rights to assemble and free expression. These arrests again underscore Beijing's complete dismantlement of one country, two system that the PRC promised to uphold." The State Department indicates a strong preference for Hong Kong to maintain the freedoms it currently enjoys. We'll see how the situation develops and whether the individuals arrested are released. I'm Christina Bobb, One America News, the White House.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.